Blessings, guys. Alex Angelo with you. Welcome to my channel and my page. And as you see tonight, I'm in a little bit of a summerish look because it's quite warm in New York. But let's get to the business. Of course, as usual, we're doing our nightly reading. Why nightly? Because as we know, the moon affects the readings a lot. And today is just the next day of the full moon. In other words, to say now, we have just moved from the full moon, and we know that it's an eclipse season, which is actually going to bring a lot of transformation in our life, and that's why I'm so excited to do this reading for you tonight. So for the reading purposes, I'm going to use, as usual, my three decks. So first deck is going to be my higher spirit question deck. This deck will help us to understand on what question to concentrate more and what the higher spirits want us to put our focus on. Where the next deck that I'm going to be using, which is a beautiful deck, is a Moon and Stars Tarot deck, which is going to be helping us to analyze the situation and understand what would be the answer to the question that we're using. And of course, the last deck that I'm going to be using in order to gain like more clarity on the details of the prediction is going to be Lenormand, my favorite Lenormand deck. Those of you, if you don't know Lenormand deck, Lenormand was one of the greatest readers of Europe in 18th century, and she was actually the personal reader of Napoleon Bonaparte. So her deck is full of mystery and as well as full of a lot of details and information that is good for us. So if you're ready, then let's go. So now I want you to concentrate. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and just concentrate on yourself, nothing else. Let's ask the higher spirits what question is bothering you the most or should be more paid attention to. And the question will be, is the person emotionally available? Is the person that I'm thinking about emotionally available? Of course, if we look at the source of the question, then it might mean that we're talking about someone that we've met, or we're talking about someone that we're interested in, that we have a crush on, or it could be even the ex-partner or the previous partner that we had, and then we fell apart at some point, but now we want to know if they're still available to improve the relationship, to work on the relationship, and to make it work again. Or if it is a new person, of course, as I said to you, are they emotionally available? Should you actually invest your time in trying to attract them or kind of attract their attention towards yourself? So guys, if you're ready, then let's go. So for this reason, of course, as I told you, as I showed you earlier, I'm using the Moon and Stars Tarot deck. It's a beautiful tarot deck, actually. One of my favorite ones. It's very simple, very basic, but at the same time, it has a lot of celestial signs on them, which makes them a great, I would say, corporation of astrology and tarot. So I want you now, if you need to pause this video, take a couple of seconds and focus on your favorite person. And once you're ready, just unpause the video and let's start the reading. So I'm cutting the cards right now and let's go. First card, the second card, the third card. So each of these cards are kind of like information or the message from our higher selves about the person that we're interested in. But at the same time, we can interpret them as the first card, their thoughts, the second card, their feelings, the third card, their intentions and subconscious desires about you. So let's go with the first card then. The first card and the first message is the Ten of the Swords. So it seems like that this person just ended up or finished some sort of relationship, or it would, if it was your person and you fell apart, it may seem like you've just ended this relationship, but somehow it might be a kind of an ending. It might be a frustrating moment for you, and you might be wondering if this person still thinks about you, if they're still valid and emotionally available for you or not. But if we're talking about this person, it seems like they've just gone through some sort of experience. If it's a new person, again, I'm repeating, they've gone through some sort of experience that wasn't so pleasant. They just finished some sort of relationship and they're just trying to recover from it. So the next card in here is their feelings, or the second message from the higher self is the Two of the Pentacles. Well, it seems like when it comes to their emotions, it can be quite unstable, and their unstable behavior and their unstable emotions may somehow really affect you, piss you off at some point, frustrate you, and put you in a place that you don't even understand what's going on. Why one day they're behaving one way and the other day they're behaving different way. But it's because I would say that of the traumatic experiences they had earlier, because of which they are now behaving in that way, because they're not sure, they're still going through this traumatic experience, and they're not sure whether they want a new relationship, whether they're ready for this, whether there's going to be some sort of continuation of the past relationship. So that is quite understandable in this position. So even if we're talking about the person that you've just ended the relationship with, they might be still unstable and kind of choosy and guessy about your intentions and your feelings towards them, whether this is worth giving it another chance, because it might be quite unstable and there might be quite of a roller coaster in their emotions at some point. So the next and the third card is the third sign from our higher selves, or their subconscious and intentions. And here we have the King of the Cups. On the deeper subconscious level, the person actually is yearning for love. They're yearning, they're hungry for love. They're starving to be paid attention to. They want love, they want care, they want everything that the energy of love can offer to them. But of course, because of their ego and because of their narcissism at some point, they may not be able to express it, unfortunately, because of the first two cards, because the life experiences have affected them so much. And again, that can be related to the new person that you'd like to know about intentions of, or about your previous partner. So now, at this point, in order to be able to understand the details of the prediction, of course, we're going to use my favorite Lenormand deck. So the first card, the first card is the heart. So definitely, as we said earlier, the person just ended some sort of relationship. It could have been a relationship with you if it relates to your just a recently ex-partner, or if it's a new person, then it can definitely say that they just ended some sort of relationship and they might be in a pain or a grief in some way. So the next card we're going to pick to see what is it all about their emotions. Here we have the dog, so Two of the Pentacles. So the reason why they may be quite unstable in their behavior, even in meeting new people, because they still have feelings for the previous person. They're still suffering, and they're still being trying to be loyal to them and loyal to themselves, in the sense of love, in the sense of emotions and relationship. And because of that, their behavior with you, if you're a new person in their life, can seem quite confusing and unstable at some point. And the next and the last card of the Lenormand deck is going to be the Anchor. So Anchor, first of all, says that the person definitely wants, or wanted at least, the long-term of relationship, the firm relationship, the base of the relationship that can actually work out and go somewhere further, evolve and develop. But at the same time, this card says about a lot of difficulty and the hardship they were feeling in the relationship, in their previous relationship, or in the relationship that you had before and you somehow ended. They were feeling too much responsibility and pressure put on their shoulders. So this card is clearly telling us that the person, even though the person is still interested in the relationship, but he's still feared. He has some sort of fears that if he tries this relationship, it's going to turn into another traumatizing experience they had previously. So guys, I hope that this mini reading was helpful for you. Do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Feel free to comment and like if this video was somehow relevant for you and if you found it really useful. And of course, I'm going to see you in my next video. Have a blessed night.